What's up, y'all? I'm Quincy. We are on day 30. Let's go. We did it. 30 straight days of redesigning someone's website, social media card, marketing collateral, annual report cover, CSR report cover, anything I can find of a company. We have redesigned it. If you have not caught up, there's 29 other days of this, and I can't believe it. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have gone on. And I'm super excited and pumped because today is day 2 of Eastern Bank's redesign. Yesterday we did the logo, we did the social card. Today we are doing their homepage on their website. So I'm super excited for you guys to for us to get into it. And I'm ready. Day 30, man. I can't believe we did 30 straight days. This is awesome, amazing. I'm going to congratulate myself. Let's go. Let's go. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's make it happen. All right. All right. So here we are. We are on Eastern Bank's website. And I mean, it's okay. You know, it's a website. I've seen better banking websites. So, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna give it a little bit of flavor. You know, just a little bit of cohesiveness. Make it still allow it to be clean. You know, and really just to the point, little lessen some of the things they have going on in here. So as we're on their website, they have a top header with their logo. We're going to take the logo out because the top bar should be, you know, just by itself with a few links on the top right, essentially. And then we have the main nav. We're going to put the logo next to the main nav. Essentially, we're going to move this login up too. So they have about three colors going on in this top menu: orange, the light blue, the dark blue, and the white. So I've got four colors going on. We're gonna simplify that. The logo, you already know, we are going to insert our redesigned logo for them. So let's go. I'm excited. I'm super excited. This hero, we're going to combine the hero with the image, much like this is what we do. We combine things. And then accounts login, we're going to put that on the right. Essentially, much like what I did for, I believe, who was it, Cigna? What I did for Cigna, accounts login will be on the right-hand side. Down here, so because right now, you know, I mean, it's just lots of space and unused space. Lots of things going on. And I've never seen, so you have this, the button down here. I forgot what I call it for a second. But essentially, you got these down here. And they're very large, you know, very large. We're going to make them smaller, a little bit smaller. So we have a lot of outlines going over here. We have a really, probably like a 3 or 4 outline as far as point size is concerned here. And then probably a one right here and the one under for the username, essentially. So now we have these these icons in here, which is fine. We're going to continue their pattern with the icons. We're just going to bring it out more. And I know they have 6 things under here. Yeah, they have 6 under here. So we're going to bring each and every one of them out, because why have, you know, these arrows when you're only hiding one thing? So let's just bring all 6 out. 2 here. I mean, this is nice. I like, you know, how it's set up here. We're just going to rejigger it a little bit. And then you have, it seems like an awards thing down here, which there's a gradient going on. You know, this gradient is a little weird because you go from a dark to a light back to a dark. We're going to fix that, essentially. This learn more is butting up against it. Why? Not too sure, you know? So we want to really just fix this experience-wise and allow it just to flow, to breathe, to look good, to be cohesive, and to be pattern-like. We want to create patterns that we can literally take anywhere and everywhere and not have to do much work. That's why we create a pattern. That's why you have components, essentially, so we can reuse a lot of things, you know, that we create. Now, we're not just doing it over and over and over again, and that's just a waste of time. So that's not what we're here to do. Customer service, it seems like it's lonely down here on an island. Not too sure why customer service is down here. We're going to take this out. We don't need customer service down here at all. Especially you have find a branch or ATM here, and then you have it in the footer. There's a footer, and there's a pre-footer, and then there's a footer at the bottom. We're gonna make one footer. Exactly. And Eastern Bank Awards, so these awards are nice, essentially, but we're probably gonna keep it in a row, but probably just make them a little smaller too. So exciting, and I'm ready to really just get into it, man. And hopefully you guys have seen the past videos. If you haven't, go watch. So let's get into it. We're gonna take this to Figma. Let's go. All right, now we're in Figma. I'm gonna put my reference image together, which is the website, of course, in my frame 1512, which is Apple MacBook Pro. So I'm going to bring over this header that I already created for Signa. I'm going to use this, reuse this to create this header. And just going through it, the top, I want it to be orange, essentially. I originally wanted blue, but orange really just stands out a lot more. I put my Redesign logo in there. I'm going to adjust it some. I'm going to create a few links, a few different components that I can use for that top menu. Just want to make sure I have a white and a black for the top menu and the main menu. And make sure I have an arrow and a search for each and every one of those components, because that's what we're going to utilize for the main menu that has for the top menu that has the arrow and the search in it too. Because I'm going to put login at the top. Right now they have login on their main menu. There's no need to put it on the main menu. Everyone knows that top right is the login, essentially. And I'm going to make this login blue, a highlight blue. They have a third color blue in there, so I'm going to make it that color. Make it go all the way to the top. So now it is the fit is fill all the way to the top. I like it because I'm just to make it a little larger so it just stands out more. So the width is larger than a regular button, essentially. So I'm going to replace these links in here, bring all my text in that they have. I'm going to take out those breadcrumbs because I don't need the breadcrumbs. I'm going to make the logo a little smaller. Now I'm going to get started on my hero. Now the hero, essentially I'm going to bring over what I did for Signa. I'm going to take out, I forgot my grid. I need to put my grid in there. I'm going to take out these corners. I want it to essentially reach 3/4. And then for the login, I want it to be reach the other quarter. I'm going to put in the text in this hero. I'm going to make it just a little smaller. Create a token out of it. Hero H1, come on. And then the copy for the hero, so hero H2. I'm going to change this color to the primary blue color. I'm going to find an image. It took me a while to find an image. But I'm going to speed my way through this to find a few different images. An image that has the wheelchair in it. So I found one, and now we're essentially going to bring it right back in here. This young lady seems like she's at peace. And it just speaks about this hero and the copy, everything in one place. And she's literally has everything in one place. So she's at peace with this. So now I'm going to work on the right. Now they have personal and banking that you could log into. Actually, I'm just going to put these ellipses in here. Just more, representing more that's happening. Now on the right-hand side for account login, they have personal and business. So we're going to create another button essentially for personal and business. These buttons are going to be outlined essentially. The one that's not active is going to be the business at this present moment in time. So that's got that gray background in it. And then we're going to keep a separator in, and then we're going to go right below that. We're going to put our username, which has a field. So when someone starts typing, that username would disappear and whatever they're typing would be in there. So now I have my username in there. Now below that, they have a check mark, and then remember login also. So we're going to create another variation of the button that we created that has just the check mark in it. So again, we're just creating components that we can reuse them, so we don't have to just do this process over again. I'm gonna work out my spacing a little bit. Make sure I put in the asterisk. I made it orange instead of red. Orange, of course, is one of their brand colors. So we're just gonna rock out with that. Put a sign in, it's gonna span the full width. I like it. I like how it came out. Like how it is now. I need to put right below that their other accounts that they can log into. So again, we're utilizing that token that we created above, a button we created with that arrow in it. So we're not creating all this all over again. Same thing with the button go. You know, we're not creating all this over again. We already created this once, so we're just duplicating it and just utilizing it again, just customizing it a little bit, just changing text, essentially. And with the alignment, set it to auto, so it just spans that width. But other than that, it's great, awesome. Now I'm going to tackle these icons in here. So I want all these icons to show. So there's 6 different icons in here. So I'm going to grab 6 different, well, actually 7, because I'm looking for a money sign. Well, actual cash money. That's what we're trying to find. Cash money, got a laundry bag of money. Got this other icon that I'm probably going to use. I'm getting a check, just a written check. And then home improvement. And then grab 2 icons from home improvement. And then one for just a person, just need a body, personal checking, essentially a personal account. And then careers. Gonna ladder up. Essentially, we're going forward. Not going backwards, we're going forward in this. So I want to create just a card for these, essentially. And the card is going to have the icon and the copy, which is the title next to it. It's going to make it just super easy, but I want to display all of these different options that someone could choose from. So if they click on it, they could choose it. So I'm going to put in its own frame, auto layout. Going to put it in, see what it looks like, see how I want it to be displayed, put a blue background, change the fill to white for the text in the icon. Do I like it? Set it to auto layout, spanning. Gonna fix the padding between each one of these. But I'm not sure of the blue. I think it's a little too bold at this present moment in time. So I'm gonna create another variation of this token. Essentially, it's gonna be outlined. When we outline it in blue, I'm gonna change that icon color to orange. And we're going to replace all of these in here to see how that looks. Now that looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. Going to really just the stroke on it, going to minimize the point of it. I'm going to condense the space essentially. I think it's just a little too wide for the space. A little too the height, just working that out also. I think I set it to 10 pixels as far as the padding on top and the bottom for the outlines essentially. So now I'm going to replace all of these icons, set the height for each. Every icon has to have the same height for everything to look uniform. And that's where we're creating uniformity. I know I didn't say that right. So, but we're creating a pattern for all of these. Everything's going to be uniform. We're not going to do anything else and, create something else or create a different layout for each. No, we're not doing that. We're just creating a pattern. So anytime you see one of these icons, it's next to how it needs to look. So I made that one blue because I want everyone to see that it's highlighted. So it's like me scrolling over it or me about to press it essentially. So now we're going to get into these other three, which was the products and services that you need. So we're going to just grab these images, grab this copy. For some reason, on their page, you cannot select the copy. That's a no-no. I'm not sure what SEO is they're doing, essentially, who's crawling their page, or if they're able to read the text. I mean, they can read the text, but you can't necessarily just select it right away. And that's for all their images in the text. So now we're going to pop these images in here, create a layout or layout. This frame, I took out the title out so it can literally just rest on top. And if I need to move it around, I can easily move it around. Now I'm going to replace some of this text, but I'm going to realize that I need to do that right away because I still need to work out the first frame on how I want it to look. So, all right, going to replace each and every one of these. And I'm going to have to do this process over again. I already know that. So I have this title in here. I want it on the left, but I don't really like it. I'm just trying to work it out. I just deleted the separator. Should it be in a background color? Should it be in a gray? Should it be in a blue? Should it be in an orange? Not feeling it. Not feeling it. I took out the title. Let's put it on top because there is something else below this card too. So it'd be great to have a title. So now I'm going to work out this first frame. Made it a blue background, orange title, white text, copy, change the orange to white. Not necessarily feeling it. What should we do? I need to grab the subtitle. There's a subtitle in here. I'm going to make that gray. Essentially, that token is 14. Going to put a separator in. See if it should be, everything should be centered or on the left. Maybe it should be a gray background color. Maybe it should be just all white with blue, their primary blue. Now I'm going to do it for each and every one of these. Grab the copy, change the image, grab the copy, change the image, grab the copy, change the image. Take a second. Now, I mean, it's nice, but not necessarily, it doesn't dazzle me. I'm not bedazzled at this point. Let me make the strokes a little larger. Maybe put the subhead in a background color. Maybe everything should be centered to the left. Not working. Everything's just not working out the way I want it to work out. Now I put it in essentially a box. It's already in a box, but maybe that background, right now that background color is a very light gray color. Maybe it's an orange. That's unique. A blue. I like the blue. I think we're getting somewhere with the blue. We're going to put in the CTAs for each and every one of these. Change it to learn more. Going to set the height, the minimum height for each and every one of these. Thinking maybe the whole thing should be a background color. Where should the separator go? No, but it's missing something. That title is missing something. And I'm going through it and I'm feeling it. I'm just changing colors, seeing how it's going to work because I need to create a pattern, but I'm still thinking about that title. It's missing something right now. I mean, we could rock out with that. Now it'll be fine. Put a title in, but it's still missing something. I like the layout. I like the flow of it, but it's still missing something. But should it be in the blue? Not necessarily. Maybe it should, maybe it shouldn't. But maybe we should put the logo. Oh, this is what it's missing. The mark. Now I have the mark. Now I can work out the space a little bit better. And then just following, just creating another pattern essentially. So everything's now on the same line with the mark, the title, and the subtitle. I'm going to put a separator between the subtitle and the title because I think it needs it. And I think that separator probably should be a color, but let's see. It's a gray right now. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so should we put another separator below? Nope. Try to line everything up. Is that how it should be? Is that how it should look? I'm satisfied with how these cards came out. These frames came out. Satisfied with it. Separator, I made it orange. Made it a little thicker. For here, I'm going to put in some arrows representing there's more content. I'm going to delete these ellipses in here. Space this out more. Going to bring them together. So I like it. I like how it came out. So now this third card, which is their award. And I just put awards as the title. They don't have a title for it. It's just kind of floating in the middle. And they have this weird color in there. So I put the image and, of course, the copy next to each other with the CTA. That's just how it's flowing right now. And I like how it's flowing. But, so from the top down, I don't want to create something that is going to make the user bug out. I want them to understand the concept and what we're trying to do and what we're trying to introduce to them. So celebrating our community, I changed it. It did say awards, but I want to continue that pattern of having a title above each and every card. So it's a pattern that we're creating. I'm going to get this image, bring this image in here. Now, this image is the feel of it is a little different. You need an image that fits the space, that is not going to, just break any sort of color scheme you have going. And this image is breaking it. It's not clear. It's clear, but it's just doesn't fit the flow. So, but we're going to see if we can adjust the background. Maybe it should be a gradient. Nah, don't like the gradient at all. Maybe the title should be, we could leave it like that. No, we can't. It's too large. So maybe the title should be in that entire block of color. And I'm looking at it, I just don't like it. It's not flowing. We're gonna reverse course, go back to where we were. And that's really what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it just like that. Put a separator in, move the title over a little bit. But yeah, we could do it. I love the rounded corners of this. Right now, I'm going to round those corners of that image too. I made a mistake at top. I didn't realize that until at the end. I was putting everything together. Customer service. We're not going to include customer service at all. So we're going to grab this footer I did for Liberty Mutual, and we're going to utilize this footer, change this background color to their primary blue, bring in their logo for the bottom. No, the bottom is going to have 3 separate columns of links, essentially. Well, really 4, because we're going to allow their awards to be another row. At Jump, I was trying to just keep the pattern I had before. I'm going to change these links with the logo being on the left. It's not going to work. I already know it's not going to work. That logo should be at the bottom because they have quite a few things going on. So I'm going to replace all the copy in here, but I want the logo actually to be on the bottom. I'm going to see if I can work it out somewhere else, but it should be on the bottom, centered, and then right below it should be there, privacy policy and copyright information like that. So I'm going to grab these. We'll take those out essentially, move everything down, just trying to get it to work for the space. No, it's not. I'm trying. I'm trying. This is just trying. Trial and error. That's what you do as a designer. Trial and error. Gonna move everything up. Edit the copy. Now I'm gonna bring over these social links. Should they be on the left, right? I'm gonna believe they should be on the left. I'm gonna put these awards in here right now. Set them to auto layout to move to the next line. Essentially, gonna take it out of here. Now you see my logo is no longer on the left because it's just, well, it's still there, but I'm going to take it out because I want the awards to be on top and not the bottom. Just create a frame for them. So when they do get in that space, it just falls to the next line essentially. So right now I'm just trying it out at the bottom. Create that blue, essentially. Should it be centered? No, that's not working. It's ugly. Absolutely ugly. So here we go. We're going to put it on the right-hand side. We're going to put our main logo and the copyright information at the bottom. That's terms of use, privacy policy, all that stuff at the bottom. And that looks a lot better. These logos are going to be all in the same line because there's a lot of space in that footer. So I like it. I'm going to make a link down here, which is their locate ATM, their locator, but I'm going to take out the text and just put locator, make it blue. And I like it. It's all flowing. It all looks good. I'm satisfied with this whole layout. I'm satisfied with this project. It's tremendous. And I'm ready to show this to you guys. All right, here you go.